What's up, y'all? It's your girl QueensteezTV and I am back with another video. Y'all already know what time it is. It is story time. And I told y'all that we was getting off of that whole hair fiasco and all of that stuff that was going down. As y'all can see from the title, y'all, I had to get it popping this day. So I was recently talking to my homegirl about this story, and I said, y'all, I need to tell the channel, period. So if this is your first time here on my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I don't ask y'all for money. I just ask y'all to hit that like button, okay? So do that for your girl. Also, y'all know that y'all get right here this song in my intro. It is my song. It is called Flossing. It is available on all streaming platforms. So make sure y'all go download that so I can get me a few pennies. Okay? Because that's all the girl is getting is pennies on the dollar, honey. So make sure you stay tuned for the rest of this story.
When I come through, man, you know that I be big ballin'. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling. They thinking that I'm mellow and I'm just recharging. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling. They thinking that I'm mellow and I'm just recharging,
Alright, y'all, so like I told y'all, back in college, back in undergrad, I was a city girl, but for the city girls became city girls, okay? But I was a working city girl. I was not all out in the streets. I used to work. So, y'all, tell me why I was dating this guy. The guy who I was dating was the man from the Janky Promoter video, okay? So, y'all know that back then I was working at a retail store, and this fool decided this day, for whatever reason, to play in my face. So, he never, like, asked exactly where I worked at. So, this was another retail store. This wasn't a tennis shoe store. So, this is another retail store that I used to work at. So, he knew, like, the name of the company. So, for, like, the purposes of this video, I'm just going to call the place Sally's. No, because that's a real company. I'm going to call it Mitchell's, right? So I worked at this place called Mitchell's. Mitchell sold clothes, shoes, and all of that stuff. So he knew that I worked at a place called Mitchell's, right? Now, this place was not, it wasn't like a Macy's or Marshall's or Ross. Like, it wasn't a lot of those stores. So if somebody like, oh, I'm going to be at Mitchell's, it was only one place that you could go, right? So, mind you, he just knew the name of the store. Like, it was never nothing too spectacular. So, during this particular week, he kept asking me, like, all of these questions pertaining to my job. So, I'm like, okay. So, he's like, oh, I don't even remember what I called him in that video, but let's call him, what's a trifling name? Let's call him Tyrone, because, yeah, sorry if your name Tyrone, but, Tyrone, we get tired of your you don't never buy me nothing. Alright, so we go with Tyrone. So Tyrone is like, yeah, when you go back to work at Mitchell's? So I'm like, why? Like, why do it matter? Like, why all of a sudden you're inquiring about this? Because, I mean, when I went to the shoe store, he would usually text or be like, hey, you working in the shoe store. But I knew why you was coming to the shoe store, because you wanted some shoes or you wanted something. So, it was like the store Mitchell's really pretty much sold women's clothing. So, it was really no reason for him to even ask or inquire. So he like, oh, I might want to come bring moms up there to come get something. So I was like, you know, not trying to be smart enough, but I was like, yeah, your mother can't fit nothing in Mitchell's. Now, listen, y'all. Listen, I'm a big girl now, but I was not a big girl then. So, you know, I was just been keeping it 100. I was like, you know, yeah, your mother can't fit nothing from Mitchell. So I was like, don't bring her here. Take her to somewhere else. I was getting ready to just take her to somewhere else. So I didn't really think nothing of it, right? So like I'm saying, as the week is progressing, he's just kind of being weird and just doing weird stuff. Y'all know how, I don't know, I just feel like anytime it's like somebody else involved, guys always, they just start moving funny. So they might be sitting in front of you texting, but then all of a sudden it's like their phone ping and then they gotta go over there, Israel. They gotta go. So I'm like, just people little stuff. So as y'all already know from the Janky promoter video, it was multiple times, like, I don't know, he thought he was a ladies man or whatever, but I was just like, yeah, like, you really wasn't giving all that. And I'm like, you know, I'm genuinely with you because I actually, back then, you know, kind of liked you. And like I told y'all before, it was really because I thought that you was going to the league, but it definitely was not giving league. So really, that was really kind of sort of the only, not the only reason that I was around, but pretty much I was just trying to get on Basketball Wives back then, because Basketball Wives was really, really prevalent back in the 2010s and the 2011s and 2012s. Like, that was the goal. Get, you know, a guy in the league and get on Basketball Wives or get on WAGs or something. So, but it was never given it. So, y'all, this particular day, I'm at work. Work is uneventful. It's nothing going on, right? So one of my homegirls that I work with knew him because we had been out. Like I said, we would go out the Lord. Back then, you know, the fun stuff would be going to like Fridays or like hookah spots. This was like hookah and all that stuff like first came out, and it used to be this place, I don't even know if it's still open, but it used to be a spot called like Towson Nights. Some of y'all that's from here, it might still be open, but I'm not sure. But back then, it used to be like, it was like a hole in the wall, y'all. It was like one way in, one way out, honey. You had to bring your own drinks. Like, it was very ghetto. But back then, we were very ghetto. So, like, that's just the type of stuff that was going on. So, my homegirl had knew him. She knew what he looked like, right? So, we're in the store. We're fixing up clothes and stuff on the rack. So, it was pretty much, I think it was like midday, because I feel like I had already went to lunch. And like, we was coming back and taking stuff out of the boxes and putting it on the retail floor. So, when you're doing that, you gotta get the stuff out the box. You gotta put sensors on it. You gotta scan the stuff. Make sure the labels and all that stuff is matching. And if stuff going on sale, you gotta make sure the sale numbers are right. Look it up in the computer. Yo, it was a whole thing. Listen, y'all, back then, I don't know if y'all got fancy retail guns, but there was the ones where you had to go click, click, click. You had to click, click each number in. So, very tedious task, right? Like, I'm focused. So, my homegirl, while I'm sitting there fixing the clothes, she like, Steez. Like, she give me the look. I'm like, girl, what? So, I'm still doing what I'm doing. So, she like, ain't that time wrong? So, I'm like, really not paying it on mine. I'm like, it shouldn't be. I'm like, I don't know, let me just say, I'm like, it's Thursday afternoon. Why would he be out here? I was like, it shouldn't be. I was like, whatever. So, something in my spirit said, girl, look up. So, I'm really just like, I don't know what I was doing, but I really was like, no. I was like, I don't think so. Like, he shouldn't be out here. Something said, girl, look up. Girl, look up. So, I look up, and it's Mr. Tyrone with this girl. So I'm like, and we're gonna call this homegirl Ebony. And Ebony, because it's cousin Ebony, and I might have another story time about her, because I was finna monkey stomp her one day. See, y'all, this Tyrone and this Ebony, they claimed that they was best friends, but it was, y'all, I got so many stories that I could like really go. All right, let me just stay focused. But them two, woo, Almost had your girl in the clink. So I see him and I see Ebony, because I'm like, what are they doing here, right? So remember I told y'all he called me talking about, oh, he wanted to bring his mother to get something. That's not your mother. That's your fake best friend who I know that you're messing with, but you claim that you're not, okay? So I'm behind the wreck. She like, my homegirl like, you want me to go say something? I said, do a smooth walk past. I said, but don't mention nothing about me. Just say, oh, hey, and see how he carry it. So, y'all, I'm behind the Rex. But the whole time I'm behind the Rex, all I hear is... yeah, Kaya is just playing in my head. So, I'm just laying low. I'm just peeping the scenery. I'm just scoping the scenery out. What Meatball said, I'm scoping the scenery out. So my homegirl goes do the walkthrough like, oh, hey, Tyrone. And his face was kind of, he was like, oh, hey, like, you know. Then he started kind of sort of looking around. Because I never told him, he knew that I worked, but he didn't know what time I worked. So usually I would be like on day shift because, yeah, I was a girl good for 6 to 2, so I could be gone ahead the rest of my day. So being that it was around, I'm going to just say around 3:30, 4 o'clock, he probably thought I was gone. He probably thought the coast was clear. So, y'all, I was just ducking, scoping it out. I said, no. I said, I ain't going to cause no scene in the store. So, y'all, they just walking around, just so happy. And, oh, you like this? Oh, you like this? I'm like, oh, you like this? Okay, yes. You got to be liking something, right? So I let them go get up to the register, make their purchase. Y'all, when I say nowhere to be seen, y'all. So I put that stuff down after they got their stuff and they walking out in the parking lot, making my way downtown, walking fast. You just walk past and here comes Steez. Yo, I threw that stuff down so quick. I told my manager, I said, I will be right back. When I say, yo, I ain't never ran so fast. I walked out that thing. When I say I ran. I was like, Tyrone. He turned around, bang, bang. Just like that. Just like that. She was like, ah! Bang, 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 bang. Yo, put it down. Out there putting it down. Don't play with me. She's like, oh no, what's going on? What's going on? I had to tell her, you shut up if I pop you. Okay? Don't make me pop you. Y'all, that was one of the, she was running her mouth before and I wanted to get her right there. But me and her had another incident. I'm here to tell y'all. Me and her had another incident, but it was down on the block, baby. It was down on the block. So, y'all, he wasn't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, imagine somebody calling your name and you like, huh? And then you is met with a hook. You're shocked. He like, man, what is you doing? What is you doing? I mean, my homegirl came out there. Couldn't nothing get me up off of him because I'm like, you're playing in my face. He like, what are you talking about? She all talking about we just friends. I had to tell her. I said, look, Trick, I told you to be quiet. Okay? Shut up. I still can't stand this girl. But anyway, y'all, so yeah, I'm like, you playing in my face. I'm like, you gonna bring a bitch to my job? He like, no, she wanted to get an outfit. It's 1,000 stores around here. You bought her. Nam yo ho ring yang yang. Nam yo ho ring yang yang. I'm like, it's a mall down the street. You passed 2 malls on your way out here. And all of a sudden, you asking me about my job and you're, oh, let's go to Mitchell's. Now, all of a sudden today, you want to pop up the Mitchell's when you thought that I wasn't at work. And you know I don't like her. And why I don't like her, I'm not the jealous type. I'm not the type to be like, oh, you can't have female friends. Why I don't like her? Because she was running her mouth when we first got together about me, talking about why is he with me. Well, what she said was, why you with that little ass girl? Why you worried about it? And it wasn't y'all like, no, I think we might have been like 4 or 5 years apart, but still, why you worried about it if this is your best friend? You never met me. I never did nothing to you. I never said nothing to you. And this little girl had it going on, okay? Been head paper. Been steez. Been that girl. What are you mad at? So it was already some like smoke, because when he told me she said that, and I know for a fact that she said it, and it wasn't just like, you know, a guy being messy. I know for a fact that she said that because I knew one of her relatives, and one of her relatives had already told me. They was like, what I call that hussy? What was her name? Oh, Ebony. They was like, yeah, when Ebony found out you was going with Tyrone, she was like, why you with that little girl? Big Steez, not the little one, and never been the little one. What? So y'all had already wanted to put hands and feet on her. So the fact that I'm like, you gonna bring her to my job, then you gonna play stupid talking about she wanted the outfit. Yeah. She gonna get an outfit and you gonna get an outfit too, okay? It's gonna be an outfit for some slow singing and some flower bringing. Stop playing with me, y'all. Like, yo, what's up? Child. Well, all the commotion, baby, all the people from the job, y'all, they done ran outside. They like, stop, please, stop. The manager all like, and he want me to call the police? Girl, why would you call the police? The police is gonna get me, okay? I commenced the ass kicking. It wasn't the other way around. I don't want you to call the police, because I'm gonna be going down. Y'all, and I think that the other thing that made me mad was that this girl didn't give Mitchell's. Mitchell's was like kind of sort of an upscale store that like sold designer items and stuff like that. So it was like, she don't give Mitchell's, so why are you here? She gave very much Rainbow or like, you know, something like that. Like it gave $5 outfit, you know, and like Gucci, Louis, Prada, Gucci, Louis, Prada. It didn't give that. So I was just like, y'all, it just really pissed me off. It just, oh my goodness. I don't think I have been that mad to this day. And I think the only thing, y'all know, as a Gemini, listen, I am a Gemini to the bone. And my type of Gemini is, it's like either I'm down or I'm not. I'm hot or I'm cold. It's yes or it's no. It's up or it's down. And there's no in between with me. I'm either on 1,000 or I'm on 0. And I'm like, you know this. And you gonna bring her of all people. And I feel like if it probably was somebody else, another friend, I probably wouldn't have reacted like that. But being that I know that it's this girl that one, I know don't like me for whatever reason, because she's in love with you, number one, probably. But number two, I wouldn't put it past, you were most likely messing with her, because why would she be acting this way? And you were probably messing with her. And I mean, come on now, this is a girl who was clearly okay being a side piece. But then you got the nerve to bring the side piece around to try to be on some, oh no, this just my friend. Y'all, hey, I want you two to be friends. No. Like I had to tell him, you ain't that player You ain't got that much game. You ain't got that much money to even be doing nothing like that. Like, certain things are for a certain caliber of guy, for people to be like, oh, maybe I'll deal with this. Like, what Future said? Future said, like, you know, what he said, you rather cry in a Bentley or a Honda? For Future, I'd rather cry in a Bentley with an AP on. Like, you don't give that. You give Subway $5 footlong. Like, yeah, no, Yo, no, I had to act a fool. I had to go crazy out there in that parking lot, y'all. And it was in a Palm People neighborhood. So I was like, after that, I went clocked out. I was like, I got to go clock out. And I was like, yeah, me and you, we got some unfinished business. I said, child, we got some unfinished business. I said, because I'm going to handle that. I'm most definitely going to handle that. Okay? So, of course, y'all, later on that night, he comes calling. He's like, man, come outside, man. I'm coming to my house. I was like, I ain't coming to your house. He like, well, I'm already outside. So, whatever. So, I go outside, of course. You know, young kid done better food. So, I go outside. So, I'm like, what's up? Like, what you want? So, he like, no, I'm about to take, come on, we go over me. So, I'm telling him, I'm like, we pull up to your house, and she there. All hell gonna break loose. So he like, man, why would she be there? And this used to get on my nerves. Every time he would lie or be caught in something, the voice would just go so high pitched. Man, what? Because my true and honest question was, you know this girl don't like me. You never came to my job before. All of a sudden this week you try to be talking about your mother. You wanted to get something for your mother. Your mother is a big girl. She cannot fit nothing in there. Perfume maybe, slippers, a purse. But like, don't play with me. I told him, I was like, listen, I ain't stupid. And if you wanted to get an outfit, why you ain't just say, I talk to you every day. Why didn't you just say, hey, I want to bring my friend? Because you know what I said. Oh, what friend? And you knew you would have had to say, oh, Ebony. And you knew I would have said, y'all, to this day, him and Ebony still playing that best friend stuff. And I told him, he still be calling me and stuff. I be like, listen, whoever your new girlfriend is, I'm like, she a fool if she's sitting there befriending Ebony. Because that's what I said, that's the kind of snake she is. I said, if you got another girlfriend, the girl is a fool, a pert fool. Okay? But I was not going for it. The whole time, she wanted to be my arch enemy. And really, I used to tell her at any given moment, I will sock it to her. I will sock it to her. Even to this day, I still might. And I don't even got no problem with, Ebony. Because a hoe gonna be a hoe. And they gonna do whole things. Yo, I already got some tea that I really could spill. I think I want to create like a Discord or something so we can really get to the meat and potatoes and the part of this stuff that I cannot say on YouTube. But yeah, y'all, that's the gist of that story. And y'all know that I always come back with a moral of the story. The moral of this story is stop playing with people's feelings, because he had no business bringing no girl to my job, because like that could have easily went left. Like I could have easily took one of the a piece of the rack off of the clothes rack, and I could have like bust both of them in the head with it, or like I could have just did something so diabolical and so outrageous, because Gemini's got real bad intrusive thoughts. And a lot of the times when people be thinking that we be quiet, it be because there's some real diabolical things going on in our minds. And we're 9 times out of 10 trying to talk ourselves off of the ledge. So just leave us alone. And like I tell people all the time, do not be playing with people when it comes to matters of the heart. Okay? Okay? Guys, fellas out here, I know a lot of y'all fellas follow me. Stop playing with these girls, because you might run into a girl like me. And I will get you. One way or another, I'm gonna get ya. I'm gonna get ya one way or another. It's like, no, y'all stop playing with people's feelings. Stop doing stupid stuff. Like, yo, just stop doing dumb stuff. All right, stop playing with people's feelings. Stop playing with people's hearts. That is the moral of the story, because you might get the boot bops. You might get hands and feet put on you. You might get hands and feet put on them. You just never, ever, ever know. Okay? So that's the advice from Queen Steez. I hope that y'all enjoyed this story, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
When I come through, man, you know that I be big ballin'. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal was getting bigger, man.